Anyone here with a license knows that driving over potholes or crack roads suck. You drive over a pothole, you ruin your tires, and you think to yourself, why doesn't someone pave the road? Why doesn't the government take action? I want to drive on a fresh road. Well, if you didn't know, there's a sector in fashion that experiences the same problem, every day. It's the streetwear sector. They want to get new clothes. They want to feel fresh. And they keep wearing the same apparel because it's so expensive and it gets old. And they can't buy any more apparel because it's way too expensive. And also traveling to many different stores to compare pricing and comparing deals, which one is the nicest clothes, that can take a lot of time, so they can't get a lot of flexibility with different options. That's why I've created a service called Paved Streetwear. It's a subscription service that allows streetwear fanatics or just regular people to choose their favorite streetwear, get it shipped to them within a few days, wear it for as long as they want, and when they're done with it, they can send it back and we send them a new one at a low monthly fee. For how many people does this sound interesting to? All right. Come up here. I want to explain to you how it works. Yes. All right. So tell everyone, what is your name?
My name is Matt.
Matt, all right. So Matt is a streetwear fanatic here. He loves streetwear and he's about to use our service. So Matt, he wants to sign up for the first starter pack for $40 a month. He gets one item per month. He's feeling groovy this month. He takes out his phone. He goes on pavedstreetwear.com. He says, you know what? I want a nice old gold jacket. Okay? So Matt, he gets his gold jacket. And so he orders the gold jacket, and within 2 days, it comes to his house. Now he's looking all great. He goes to the club. He goes to the disco. He has a great time with his friends. So he's styling with his clothes. Oh. 1 month later, he realizes, oh no, it's too shiny. I don't look good in it. What am I going to do? It's designer. It looks like a nice $300 gold jacket. I want a new one, though. I want a leather jacket this time. So what does he do? He paves. Just like you pave the road, he paves his jacket. He makes it all fresh. And there is his gold jacket. This is how we work. All right. Thank you, Matt. You can keep the jacket. Go ahead. Next. Let's go over the competition. Thank you, Matt. Okay, let's go over the competition in this industry. They fall in two main categories. The first are the rental of just regular clothes, not designer, at reasonable pricing. These include the Mr. and Mrs. Collection and La Tote. Second are designer rentals at very high pricing, and they only let you do short renting periods, such as a week. This is like Rent the Runway and L-Swap. And so there really needs to be a company that addresses the untapped market of streetwear, and that's where Paved Streetwear falls into place. And so why do I keep telling you that streetwear is so important? It's because the people in the streetwear sector are more involved in that sector than any other sector in fashion. People in streetwear will wait in line for hours to get the new releases. They will be on the Facebook page for hours a day. They want to memorize all the new clothes. They're so involved. It's unlike any other market in fashion, and it's untapped. No company has made a huge change. No startup has gone in there and really disrupted the industry. And that's where we fall in place. And here are our advantages. First, we have the first mover advantage. So we're the first in the market. The customers in the streetwear industry will identify with our brand when they hear of renting items. And also, since we're the first in the market, once we gain a big user base, we can expand our catalog more than any other company, and we'll have the advantage that Amazon has over any other online store, which is they are the everything store. So they have all the items in streetwear, and if we expand our customer base first, then we can expand our catalog better than any other company. Second is partnerships with brands. To be specific, we want exclusive partnerships with these brands. So by getting a partnership, we would meet with them, try to negotiate down to a wholesale price, so since we're going to be buying more of their clothing, and then become exclusive with them so no other company will get the same deals as us and we protect ourselves. Lastly, our loyalty programs. So we will be loyal to our customers who are loyal to us. So say they stick with our platform for months, then the months after the price appreciates and they get a better deal. So here are some testimonials. I'm not gonna come here and tell you I'm not personally a streetwear person, but I know a lot of people who are. And here's one of our users. His name is Ari, and he was very grateful that we included him in our trials, which we're starting next week. We also had a small clothing brand. They're a 4-figure business, and they said this is amazing. They want to get their clothes on it, and they'll give us a wholesale deal. And then lastly, which I think is most impressive, is this fashion executive. His name is Neil Mossberg. He said, "I'm connected everywhere in fashion, and this idea is brilliant. I would like to invest, and I'll be in California soon." So definitely he's a great contact to have, especially since he's been involved for so long. His dad was one of the first manufacturers in China, so he's really deep in the industry, and he can help us out a lot. So it's great to have that testimonial. Let's go over a timeline for our progress and goals that we want to accomplish. First would be our website development. We are a customer-centric company. That means we want the customer to make the product, as in we're going to be making the product based on their feedback, based on their reviews, and based on our interactions with them. So it's not like we're forcing something to their hands. Rather, they're making what they're going to be taking themselves. We're making the product that they want themselves. For this, we're going to need 20 users and 50 pieces of clothing. This is starting next week. Our website's almost up. And then next will be the alpha testing. So here, the 3 main goals of the alpha testing are: first, to get price optimization, to see what is the exact price that users are going to be paying. Second would be to basically make our shipping, warehousing, and cleaning procedures very efficient. And then the third purpose of the alpha testing is to start developing the partnerships with the brands. And then after that will be the beta testing. And the number one priority here in the beta testing is to figure out what is our customer acquisition cost. Because when we want to get into investment after the beta testing, that's the ideal number we want to have to actually figure out what is the return on investment for whoever's investing. So with 200 users, we would be at a $168,000 annual revenue run rate, assuming each user is paying $70 a month. So let's go over the unit economics for 100 customers and see if this is actually profitable, this company. So assuming we have 100 customers paying $70 a month for 12 months, that's $84,000 annual revenue run rate. With 250 pieces of clothing with $120 a piece, it may even be lower than that due to wholesale pricing. That is $30,000 in expense of clothing. Then a $4 shipping fee. I called UPS for their business services, and it would be $4 going there and $4 coming back. So for each transaction, it would probably be around $10,000 for a year. And then there's a company called Rinse. They do on-demand dry cleaning, and it's $2.50 per item. And so for 200 pieces a month, that would be $6,000. And then lastly is a warehouse rental space. So for around 250 pieces of clothes, we're going to need around 50 square feet, which is roughly this stage, which will cost $1,500 for the year, which yields almost a $37,000 gross profit, which is a 44% gross profit margin, which is fantastic. So as you can all see, this model works. It's very great on paper, and I can't wait to implement it into the streetwear industry. I think it's going to really help them out, saving time for not having to go to all these stores, saving money by not having to buy the clothes, and most importantly, having flexibility with their closet and really being able to pave their closet once a month and feeling fresh. Thank you.